The average American retires with less than $90,000 saved. But financial planners say most people need over $1 million to retire comfortably. That's not a small gap. That's a cliff. And here's the brutal part: most people didn't see it coming. They weren't lazy. They weren't reckless. They just made 5 specific mistakes, quietly, consistently, for decades. Today, we're naming every single one. Stay with me. Because fixing even 2 of these could add hundreds of thousands of dollars to your retirement. I'm talking about retirement mistakes, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ones are costing you the most. Let's put this in perspective. Social Security, the thing most people quietly count on, replaces about 40% of your pre-retirement income. If you made $60,000 a year, that's $24,000 in retirement. That's $2,000 a month. Before Medicare premiums. Healthcare alone in retirement costs the average couple over $300,000 out of pocket. So the math is already brutal before we talk about rent, food, or actually living your life. And yet, 55% of Americans say they're behind on retirement savings. Not a little behind. Behind enough that they're worried. So what's causing the gap? 5 mistakes. 5 very fixable mistakes. Let's go through them one by one. Mistake number 1: starting too late. Here's the most uncomfortable truth in personal finance. Time is the only thing money can't buy back. And most people waste it without realizing it. A 25-year-old investing $300 a month at a 7% average annual return reaches roughly $1 million by age 65. A 35-year-old doing the exact same thing, same $300, same return, reaches only about $500,000. Same person. Same discipline. Half the money. That's what 1 decade of delay costs you. Now imagine starting at 45. You're looking at around $240,000. One decision, when to start, creates a $760,000 difference. This isn't about blame. It's about urgency. If you're 35 right now and haven't started, the second best time is today. Not next paycheck. Not when things calm down. Today. Open a retirement account this week. Even $50 a month matters. Start the clock. Mistake number 2: cashing out your 401k early. Picture this. You switch jobs. HR sends you a letter about your old 401k. And there's a tempting option: cash it out. It's your money, right? Here's the problem. 41% of workers do exactly that when they leave a job. And they lose 30% of it instantly. Think about that. Before the check even clears, 30% is gone. The IRS takes a 10% early withdrawal penalty. Then federal income taxes on top. Then state taxes if you live in a taxing state. On a $50,000 balance, you might actually walk away with $31,000. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is the compounding you lost forever. That $50,000 left alone for 20 years at 7% would have become nearly $200,000. You didn't just lose $19,000. You lost a future $200,000. The fix is simple: roll it over. When you leave a job, roll your old 401k directly into your new employer's plan or into an IRA. It takes one phone call. It costs nothing. And it keeps your wealth growing untouched. Mistake number 3: ignoring your employer match. This one hurts because it's free money. Literally free. Most employers offer to match a percentage of what you contribute to your 401k. The average match is around 4% of your salary. But here's the staggering stat: 1 in 5 Americans don't contribute enough to get the full match. On a $60,000 salary, a 4% match is $2,400 a year. Over 30 years, with compound growth at 7%, that's over $240,000 in free retirement money. Left on the table. Unclaimed. Gone. Because someone didn't increase their contribution by 2%. If your employer offers a match and you're not hitting it, you are turning down a 50% to 100% instant return on your money. No stock, no crypto, no investment on earth guarantees that. The Fix. Log into your HR portal this week. Find out your employer's match formula. Then set your contribution to at least capture every dollar of that match. Do it before the end of this week. Mistake number 4: not accounting for inflation. Most people think about retirement in today's dollars. And that's exactly where the plan falls apart. Inflation is silent. It doesn't announce itself. But over 30 years, it destroys purchasing power in ways that are genuinely shocking. At just 3% annual inflation, which is historically conservative, $1,000 today will only buy $412 worth of goods in 30 years. Think about what that means for a fixed retirement income. The $2,000 a month you're counting on from Social Security? In real purchasing power, after 30 years of inflation, that feels like $824. Meanwhile, healthcare inflation runs even hotter than general inflation, averaging closer to 5% annually. So the things you'll need most in retirement are getting more expensive faster than everything else. The fix is to stop planning in today's dollars and start investing in assets that grow faster than inflation. That means keeping money in the market, in diversified index funds or growth-oriented portfolios even in retirement. A lot of retirees make the mistake of shifting entirely to cash and bonds the moment they stop working. That's a slow financial death sentence when inflation is eating 3 to 5% a year. Keep a meaningful portion in equities. Your money needs to keep working even when you stop. Mistake number 5: underestimating how long you'll live. This is the one nobody wants to talk about. But it might be the most dangerous mistake of all. Life expectancy in the United States is rising. A 65-year-old today has a 50% chance of living past 85. And a real chance of making it to 90 or beyond. But most retirement plans are built around living to 75 or 80. That's a 10 to 15-year funding gap that nobody budgeted for. Running out of money at 87 isn't a hypothetical. It happens every single day in this country. And it's devastating, not just financially, but emotionally. The fix involves 3 things. First, delay Social Security as long as possible. Every year you wait past 62, your benefit grows by roughly 8%. Waiting from 62 to 70 can almost double your monthly check. Second, think seriously about annuities as part of your strategy, not all of it, but a portion that guarantees income you literally cannot outlive. Third, save more aggressively now so that your portfolio can sustain a 30-year drawdown, not a 15-year one. The math is uncomfortable, but the fix is available to you right now. Here's the bottom line. Retirement isn't something that happens to you. It's something you build or don't build through the decisions you make today, this week, this year. The 5 mistakes we covered are not rare. They are normal. They are what most people do. Starting too late. Cashing out early. Missing the employer match. Ignoring inflation. And underestimating how long your money has to last. But normal, in this case, leads to retiring with $87,000 when you need $1 million. You don't have to be normal. Pick one mistake from this list, just one, and fix it this week. Open the account. Make the rollover call. Adjust the contribution. That single move starts a chain reaction your future self will thank you for. If this video helped you, subscribe because we cover exactly this kind of real, data-driven financial content every single week. And drop a comment, which of these 5 mistakes hit closest to home? I read every one.